What's good, everybody? We are back with our first Madden 20 video of the year 2020. New year, new me. We are on that basic white girl shit. We are going to try and upload at least 300 videos for the year. We are going to be on that freaking grind. And to start off, I figured what better way than predicting who is going to win the Super Bowl this year. See, we got playoffs starting on Saturday, which means we're also going to get the playoff promo, I believe, this week. But we got actual NFL playoffs on Friday and Saturday. So you see here, we got all the matchups, and we are going to predict. No. What am I saying? We're not going to predict. We're going to get this 100% right. You hear me? This is a foolproof method. Every single pick that I pick here is going to be 100% correct, and you can take that to the freaking bank. I mean, shit, bet your life on it, bet your house on it, bet your kids, do whatever you need to do, because this is going to be 100% right. So we are going to start off with the AFC side. You see here, we got the Patriots versus the Titans playing in New England, and I mean, it's pretty common sense who's going to win this game. Patriots got the best defense in the league. Titans were a surprise team. Ryan Tannehill balled out. Derrick Henry led me to a freaking fantasy championship, baby. But that defense is too good, even with an aging Tom Brady. We are going to give this one to New England. And then the other wildcard round is the Bills versus Texans. Texans kind of underperformed in my opinion this year, but they still got all the talent in the freaking world. That offense can be explosive with Watson, Fuller, D-Hop, and then obviously you got like J.J. Watt and those guys on the other side of the ball. I feel like they're going to give the Bills hell. Bills didn't really have a tough schedule at all this year. I believe they had one of the easiest ones in the NFL. So we are going to give that game to the Texans. Then moving on, we got Vikings at Saints. And this one is playing in New Orleans in their dome. I'm going to give this one to the Saints. Saints are a nasty team. They got Drew Brees playing like an MVP still, even with how old he is. Defense has been at least decent. Michael Thomas is having one of the best seasons of a wide receiver we've seen in a while. And I just believe Minnesota's not that good. They're really not that great of a team. They're okay, but I don't think they'll be able to match up with the Saints. Then we got Seahawks versus the Eagles. I mean, this is also a pretty obvious one. Eagles shouldn't even be in the playoffs. Seahawks are probably the second, third best team in the NFC, and they're a freaking wildcard team. So we're going to give this one to the Seahawks. So now we got the divisional round, starting off with the Texans and the Ravens. So Lamar Jackson obviously is going to win MVP. And that's not all they have. They're number one in rushing yards per game, I believe it is. They have a very good rushing attack, some decent young weapons that they can throw to, but their secondary is insane with Marlon Humphreys, Earl Thomas. They just got weapons all over the place on that defense too. I believe they're going to be able to give the Texans hell, and I believe they are going to move on to the AFC Championship game. So we got Patriots versus Chiefs next. Patty Mahomes versus Tom Brady. Future Hall of Famer versus, I mean, Patrick Mahomes is also going to be, he's on a Hall of Fame track the way he is playing right now. He is balling out so far. But I'm going to give this one to the Patriots. It's the freaking Patriots, man. It doesn't matter how good their regular season is. When it comes to postseason, they just ball out. They find a way to win games. They do everything that they need to do to win, and I expect nothing changed this year. I think Brady's going to still ball out in playoffs, and for the first time in his career, really, they have like a number one defense that can go up and just completely contain high-powered offenses like the Chiefs. So I believe they're going to take this one and play the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. So moving on, we got Seahawks at 49ers. Both the games these two played were really intense games. Seahawks won the first one, 49ers won the second one by literally an inch. Like, I kid you not, it was about an inch away from the Seahawks winning that game. But it's playing in San Francisco, but I'm still going to give this one to the Seahawks. I don't know what it is. So far this year, they have just played San Francisco really, really well, been able to keep up And it looks like the last couple of weeks, the 49ers defense is starting to fold a little bit. They're not the same defense that they were throughout the first 13 weeks of the season. Their defense is starting to get tired. It's starting to slow down a bit. Maybe a week off will help them, but I still think Seahawks come in, take this. Russell Wilson having a hell of a year. They don't got much else, but I don't know, man. Like I said, 100% correct. I just have a feeling about this one. Then we have the Saints versus my Packers. So everybody's going to call me biased, and I mean, you're probably right, but Packers are going to win this game. And here is why. The Saints play New Orleans. Every team they play is on the East Coast or in the down south. They play in warm weather all the time. I think I saw some saying they haven't played in anything below 60-degree weather this year, or like 54 or something like that. The Packers are the home team. They're going to be playing at Lambeau Field, and it's going to be like 15 degrees. That, believe it or not, is going to give the Packers the biggest advantage imaginable. The Saints aren't used to playing in the cold weather. Packers obviously are. Packers are going to win this game. It's going to be a high-scoring game. Aaron Jones is having an incredible and very, very underrated season. He's going to ball out. Rodgers needs to find his rhythm if the Packers want to go far, but I think he will. It's Aaron Rodgers, dude. He's freaking amazing. He's got to be able to trust his wide receivers a little more, and I believe it's going to come down to the two defenses, honestly. Got the Saints defense versus the Packers defense. I just believe that the Packers defense is going to be able to put more pressure on Drew Brees than the Saints will on Aaron Rodgers. So, you know, I'm taking the home team, baby. Packers are moving on to the conference championship game. So now who goes to the Super Bowl? We got Ravens versus the Patriots playing in Baltimore. The smart man would say, take Baltimore. It's got Lamar Jackson, MVP, baby. But the right prediction is picking the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl yet again. It'll probably piss a lot of people off, but I mean, if you're betting money on this shit, it's a smart choice picking the Patriots. You never doubt them with Bill Belichick and Tom Brady at the helm. And then, like I said, man, all he needs is a defense. Brady hasn't been good at all this year, but yet they are as good as they are because of their defense. And that same thing with the Packers too. They're as good as they are because their defense has helped. They have other weapons. They don't need these aging quarterbacks to step up. I'm going to say the Patriots are able to contain Lamar Jackson a little bit more than what most teams are. I believe it'll be a really close game coming down to a field goal. But I'm going to say Patriots go to the Super Bowl strictly they just got the better defense, man, and then they'll find a way to score points. They always do. It's the Patriots. They find ways to win in crunch time in the playoffs. So now we got Seahawks versus Packers in the NFC Championship game. This still gives me nightmares from the 2014 NFC Championship game where Brandon Bostic friggin', oh my god, I can't even get started, went up for an onside kick, botched it, and that cost Packers a chance at Super Bowl. They ended up losing this game. I believe Packers got redemption at this game. Once again, they are playing at home. It is very tough to play at Lambeau against this Packers team, and I just have a lot of faith that Aaron Rodgers is going to figure things out. He has struggled lately, but he's going to figure things out. He's going to have to trust his receivers, and this defense, if they are getting pressure on the quarterback, they are tough to beat. Seahawks don't really have a good O-line, I don't think, and I believe that Zadarius Smith, Preston Smith, Kenny Clark, they're going to be able to get after Russell Wilson, cause hell. And then, like I said, man, you got Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams. The Packers have weapons, but on offense, they don't have a ton. You got Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams, but who do the Seahawks really have? Both their running backs are hurt. You're relying on an aging running back who literally came back and has played a game so far, and Marshawn Lynch. Wide receivers, you got Tyler Lockett, who's an absolute stud, but other than that, there's not much. The Seahawks are in worse shape than the Packers are, in my opinion. I believe Packers take this game, and I believe it will be pretty handily. I'm guessing they win this game 28-17, and we finally get the Super Bowl matchup that we have been waiting for a decade for. That is Packers versus the Patriots. Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. I think it's going to happen this year. The year's the year. Every year these two teams have made the playoffs. They've always been the favorite to go to the Super Bowl. Everybody thinks we are finally going to get that matchup. Patriots versus Packers, Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. But what if they were just waiting for the year where they're having off years and they finally make it? It sucks that we're going to see it at the decline of their careers, but both these guys are still great quarterbacks. Both these teams have completely revamped what they've done in previous years. Both teams used to rely heavily on high-powered offense. This year, they're relying on really good defensive help. I believe that this is going to be the Super Bowl matchup. 100% correct. And you already know I'm taking the Packers, baby. Green Bay is going to win this Super Bowl, bring the Lombardi Trophy back to Titletown, and this is a completely unbiased bracket. Packers won the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers outdoes Tom Brady like he rightfully should and takes place as the freaking GOAT. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash a big thumbs up on this video. And if you think I'm wrong, an idiot, or completely biased, let me know in the comment section of what you would change differently about any of these predictions. But like I said, man, completely right. Anyways, hopefully 2020 is your year. I'll catch you guys in the next upload. Peace.